Hey, Shalom, Shalom. Hey, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Hey, double honors to your apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Salutations to your Akim that's out there doing the work in truth and in sincerity. All right, so I know y'all with the beloved truth. And, today's lesson, I just wanted to reflect on the New Jersey or the Jersey City shooting in New Jersey. Not I ain't too hip to it. I've seen a few articles, where they, changing up the narrative. He's supposed to be a one-time black Hebrew Israelite. Of course, he's written some anti-Semitic stuff on the internet, which Esau does that with his, with his laws that he put in motion every day. They're anti-Semitic against you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans because Esau is not the only Semitic. All right, he's not the only Shemite. There's other Shemitic tribes on the earth. All right, and the propaganda is going to continue, but it's prophecy, so there's nothing to be mad about. It actually brought me to a smile, and the spirit jumped in me and was like, I was thinking about it, because Jake could get mad, Jake want to defend ourselves, but this is part of what we have to suffer, is the being defamed, being accused, all this other stuff, being and for the most part, we already know Esau is going to make his move, all right, against you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, especially those that believe that they're Israelites, and bring out this truth every day, because it's a day-to-day thing, In fact, it's an hour to hour thing, because every hour somebody, brothers posting a video, and this is becoming grievous unto them. So they have to make that move some way, somehow. And the only way they can do it is by what they always done is lie and accuse us for things that, for standing up, it's for standing up for a good cause, which, they are our enemies. They are our adversaries, of course, and their war is against the poor. All right. Their war is against the poor. OK, so I just had, a few notes, man, and I just wanted to, through the spirit, man, this is raw. And I just wanted to put this up, man, because that's, it jumped in my mind, that was a nice move, really it ain't. It's a, it's a cliche move. It's a tacky move, by Esau. It's a desperate move by these Edomites, The more the time gets shorter, the more desperate Esau becomes, the more desperate they are. And we see they're falling away with the kingdom now. And the reason why I named it the title, man, because we ain't got nothing to worry about. These things are foresaid to come. The Lord told us, through the scripture, through the spirit, how they was going to come. We know exactly how they're going to come, but he forgot about, the lashback, I guess you could say, for lack of better words. All right. You got to worry about way more than this. The more they start to come after us, the more the Lord is starting to come after them. OK. And so this is beautiful because we're at the end, and bring it on, bring it on, sucker, and yeah, man, it's beautiful, man, and the brothers shouldn't be down about this at all. This is a perfect time. You shouldn't even be mad, You should give thanks to the Most High Yahweh, man. Why Yahweh Shai, man. So let me see. I started with Matthew 24 because I did mention that this is, this is written. What's happening is written. All right. Let me see. Matthew 24. Let me see, 24 and 6, it says, and you shall hear of wars and rumors of war. All right. Rumors of wars, see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. And what are we looking for? We're looking for the end. The end is now, because all these things are taking place. Nation is rising against nation and kingdom against kingdom. You're constantly hearing about these conflicts. You're hearing about these proxy wars. And ultimately, the talk of the day is of these days is World War III. Okay, and then we got a huge trade war going on now, which actually leads to actual wars. Okay. It says, see that you be not troubled for all these things. And that's the point. Be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. All right. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. All right. Of course, and the point here that I want to point out is that ninth verse. All right. And I think Luke says something quite different, slightly different. Let's get Luke. But yeah, they're going to deliver us up and try to kill us. Why? Because we got the truth. All right. And then we're grievous to behold. All right. We're grievous to behold. Okay. And so that's important to understand. It's Luke 21 and let me see. And they ask Slaki. Or is it? Yeah. All right. Luke 24:9. It says, but when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these must for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. And he said unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines, and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven. And we're seeing all these things right now, right? If you haven't, there's a YouTube page. It's called Jason A. And you can go to that YouTube page and look at all the disasters, the natural disasters, all the things that we can't explain, that the news can't explain is on there. All right. So it says before all these things, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. All right. And that's what's going to happen. It happened to the apostles. It happened to the prophets of old. It happened to John the Baptist, and they kept their integrity. And that's the main thing. The Lord is going to put the spirit on us to keep our integrity. All right. Because we don't have the spirit of fear. We're not in the spirit of fear. All right. We're not in that type of spirit. OK. And it says, and it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer. All right. Because we don't have to think out of what we're going to say against these devils. All right. They probably have us in courtrooms, black sites. We don't care. The thing is, make your move, because the Lord is going to make his move on you. The scriptures talk about you being greatly despised. Also, the prophecies on you that the Lord is going to come and visit you. All right. The curse that go over the earth. All right. Those are the chariots of the Heavenly Father, which y'all call UFOs. All right. And which these going to be a curse to this place, America, Babylon. All right. It's going to be the curse that goeth over the earth. And it's gonna be the way that Esau is gonna get taken out. So yeah, they're gonna make their move, but when they make their move, the Lord is gonna make his. All right. And the Lord said he's gonna lift up a standard against him, according to I think it's Jeremiah. But let's continue, Slaki. So what else I got here? Psalms 50. All right, Psalms 50 and Slaki for the noise in the background. Psalms 50 and. I think I got it highlighted. Let me see. Psalms 50 and 20. It says, thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, Esau. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son. All right. These things hast thou done. All right. And they're slandering us. OK, they're slandering us because they know that we are suffering with. They know that we are the people. All right. And so it's just like I said, a desperate move to what? To ultimately end yourself. All right. You're going to come after us, but that don't mean nothing. You can't shake the Most High. You can't come after the Most High Yahweh, but he's coming after you. It says judgment shall meet thee at thy coming, or hell shall meet thee at thy coming. All right. So when you get at a certain level in this agenda of yours, the Lord is going to come and visit you, man. It says, thou slanderest thine own mother's son. All right. which, this is dealing with Jacob and Esau, right? These so-called white people and you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and those that be dispersed, the Israelite foreigners who would be dispersed throughout the whole four corners of the earth, who are among the other heathen nations, all right? So it says, these things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. All right. And so we're going to be set in order before their eyes, man. All right. Which this is the process. We see it happening when we go out there week in and week out. That's what's happening, man. We being set and what? And terrible fear is coming over these people. All right. So they have to go to they have to basically create chaos out of order, and that's their agenda. They use that on everything. Chaos out of order. Okay, so they do. A provocateur will come and shoot up someplace, and they'll blame it on the ideology. They'll blame it on being a black Hebrew Israelite, which we're not black. We're not black Hebrew Israelites. Okay. All right. So it says such an one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. Now consider this, ye that forget the Most High, lest I tear you in pieces, and there be none to deliver. All right, and so that's what's going to happen to Esau. None is going to be able to deliver him from what he has coming toward him. All right, let me get Lamentations 4:21. All right, Lamentations 4:21, because it's like, family throwing me off. It's like Lamentations 4:21, it says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. All right, which is happening now. They're making themselves naked. Everybody see their filth. Everybody see the wickedness they're doing behind closed doors. And we know these Jews that they claim themselves God's children, all right, the ones that's in the state of Israel, living good and perfect knit communities. The Lord is gonna, the Lord is revealing all, your pedophilia. He's revealing all the children sacrifices that you do, so on and so forth, man. All right, and they'll deny it. They'll deny it to the end, man. Plausible deniability. And that's what they're going to do. It says but the Most High sees everything, man. And I'm going to get there. It says, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins, all right? And so the Lord is discovering their sins. While they sitting there trying to accuse us and accuse us like we're the ones that's in foul play, when in actuality, they're the ones that's the mischievous ones, all right? The malignant ones, the covetous ones, the envious ones, All right, so Salaki, it's, let me get Sirach, all right? The 20, I think, or is, let me see. Yeah, because Esau thinks he's getting away with it, man. Like nobody sees the things that he's doing behind closed doors, and he's been sadly mistaken, man. The Lord is on their heels, man. All right, he's on their heels, man. The Lord is on their heels, man. All right, and it's important for brothers like to know that, man. And don't think this is here we go. I was there. Sirach 23:19. It says, such a man only feared the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. All right, beholding all the ways of men, and considering the most secret parts. So it's nothing you can hide from the Lord. All the secret meetings that you have, all the confederacies of these different people, these different heathen nations coming against us, all right, politically, making new laws so they can come against the men of Israel. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. The Lord sees all of it, man. You're not fooling nobody, all right? So you only fear the eyes of men, but you forget the Most High sees everything that you're doing, man. And guess what? By way of the angels, all right? He has thousands of angels who watch the earth daily, all right? and y'all just stupid, man. Y'all at your wits end. All right, you're at your very wits end, bro. And it's amazing how the Lord is gonna do you, man. Okay, it says slacking. You know, it's amazing how the Lord is gonna do y'all, man. You know, ain't no escaping this one. Okay, it says Romans 13. Oh no, I think it's let me see. Romans. How did I forget? Let me see. Let me see. Salaki. Salvation nearer than when we believe. You know, because look, man, all this means is that we're getting closer. All right, I was there already. So Romans 13 and 11, it says that knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, right? Because everything is in motion. We're at the end of the world. Everything is in motion. The Lord is bringing World War III. All right. But first, let's kind of start off in order, man. He's bringing those natural disasters and the plagues upon the earth. Diseases and all this other stuff, that the Lord has set up, all right, for all these people on the earth, man, because he's going to judge the earth, as it tells you in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. He's going to judge the earth, okay? And so there's certain mechanisms that the Lord is setting up, okay? Now you got civil unrest, and this nation is being divided. Esau is divided against Esau, on an international level, These devils are fighting other devils in different parts of the earth, which could possibly lead to, the complete, which is going to lead to Slovakia, the total eradication of America by their own hands. Okay. And so we don't have no guile in our mouth, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to, match us up with these some type of militant group. All right. And the truth of the matter is, there's nothing militant about Hebrew Israelite. All right. Hebrew Israelism, however you want to say it, and that's another lesson. It's nothing militant about Hebrew Israelites, man. All right. There's nothing militant about it. Okay. The scriptures say the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High, of pulling down strongholds, man. And the strongholds are the ideals, the philosophies of the current world, man. All right. Okay. And knowing that it is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness. All right. And so when we seeing all these things happen, brothers, the main thing we're supposed to be doing is casting off those works. What we did in the other, in the world, man. Cast off that weak ass nature, man. Being mad all the time. You're supposed to be happy as fuck, man. Working out, at least 3 times a week. Eating right, man. Thinking right. Reading more. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Being more focused. Being more prayerful. Ceasing without praying, man. Calling on the name, man. Because this is going down no matter how you want to slice it. So that I'm glad this is happening. They're trying to lump us in with this whole militancy, this whole terrorist thing, and we're the opposite. This is the most quiet, peaceful protest you will ever see. Because we could be doing otherwise. All right, and believe me, whether he's a lone wolf or whether he's an agent provocateur, it's the will of the Lord, because the Lord controls everything. All right, and you'll see it better than we can tell you. It says the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness. All right, and let us put on the armor of light, which the armor of light is these scriptures, man. It's the merits, it's the principles, it's the wisdom of the scriptures, period, point blank. All right. But it says, don't commit adultery. Those that commit adultery don't lack understanding, not having, keeping the Shabbat to the best of your ability. I know it's a lot of laws that we can't keep in this society. Hey, but those are a shadow of things to come. All right. We're not under the law. We're under grace until we enter into the new covenant, All right. So, let me continue. Let us walk honestly. All right. And I was just telling the brother that today, man, walk honestly. You got to be honest in your walk. When you not with the brothers, when you not at camp, when you just home reading, or whether you're at work, it don't matter, man. Whether you're dealing with family, it doesn't matter. All right. All right. Romans 13 and I started 13 again. All right. So Salaki, I got cut off. But it says, let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying, but put ye on the Lord Yahweh Shai, and make not provisions for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. All right. And so we're supposed to be honed in or zoned in, to this truth. Okay. Because Esau is going to get it, man. With all the evil that they're doing and all the things that they're setting up, all they're doing is bringing their time, the end of their world, closer, man. That's how I see this whole thing, But with that, I'm going to have to close out and give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakodash. May the honors the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Salutations to you, Akim. Shalom.